Voyager Focus UC. This is a Bluetooth headphone that's very popular. Business apps like Teams, WebEx, Zoom, and other popular applications like Google Meet. So this comes from Amazon. What is the difference between the Voyager Focus UC B825 and the Voyager Focus B825M? Good question. So the M on the end stands for Microsoft. And the reason why you have the M on the end for Microsoft is that out of the box, the way many of these manufacturers, just like Plantronics, which is now known as Poly, they want the user experience to be as easy and seamless as possible. So out of the gate, the M version will integrate into like Microsoft Teams or Skype for Business. And so you have all of those functions, the audio, the microphone, automatically, the moment you connect up your headset, they're completely connected into your PC, Windows PC or your Mac. Now, and I'm going to reach around over here. Quite often, you'll want to use this Bluetooth dongle that comes with the headphones. This is going to optimize your experience every time you're using headphones like the Voyager Focus UC. And this will optimize that audio. Otherwise, you may have some laptops, even MacBooks, even some of the newest MacBooks and some of the newer PCs out there that still don't optimize the Bluetooth connection. So you may get spotty, intermittent audio. So make sure you use that dongle. But essentially, getting back to the question, the M stands for Microsoft. Now, can you use the M version with, it's not on here, but can you use the M version with something like Zoom? Of course you can. You totally can. Again, the only difference here is that the M version gives you out of the box, plug and play integration right into applications like Microsoft Teams or Skype for Business. That's what you get with the M version. So thanks for that question. Now, let's go to the next question. This is a good one. So we have a question in here. Question is, and let's see who's asking this question. Let's see if we can see the name of the person. It is not on here, but I'll read it anyways. My home office is on the porch off my deck. Could I walk outside with no quality loss? I like this. This is another one that came in from Amazon, because you can't see this, but off to my left over here is my porch, my deck. And I can walk out of there, but just like this person who has a question about going out on their deck with a Bluetooth headphones or Bluetooth headset, especially on the Focus, you can have a loss of signal, and people will tell you they don't hear you very well. And a lot of that is simple physics. I'm going to just show you my cell phone here. If you have a cell phone, and in between the cell phone and me is this microphone, that's going to degrade the signal. If you have a headphone that has some kind of obstruction, and in my case, you can't see this, but glass and plants and so forth, and I could just reach out over here and walk out to my deck. The moment I do that, I'm going to lose some signal. The quality is going to go down. And it doesn't mean that the headphones is bad. It doesn't mean that the manufacturer is telling you a fib or lying to you that you can go up to 33 feet or up to 100 feet. And I'll address also the distance in a moment. It's that the signal gets degraded quite easily on Bluetooth when you have things in the middle. Quite often you have headsets like the Voyager Focus and others, not just the Focus. The Bluetooth signaling, or the signal that's built in, is not made to use up a lot of power. So the signal is really optimized to optimize batteries on the headphones as well as the smartphone. And when you have that, one of the things you sacrifice is the output or the power that it's using, so that it doesn't put out a large amount of power, therefore draining your battery on your headphones and also your smartphone. So in order to conserve battery, which is really the thrust of a lot of Bluetooth devices, is that signal. The signal's not very strong, even with the dongle. Because I'll tell you, I have my laptop, it's actually below my monitor, so I'm looking right at you in the camera below me. Below there is my monitor, and below my monitor is my laptop. And if I were to go, well, behind me is my my phone, but if I were to go the other direction where my porch is at, I will experience audio degradation. So we're actually going to come out in the next 4 weeks. So I don't know when you're watching this, but we're going to come out with a device that's going to give you a little more reach when it comes to, or more range when you're using your Bluetooth devices. So stay tuned for that. We're going to come out and let folks know as we get closer to releasing it. Great question. All right, let's take a look at another question that we've got in here. It's great when they leave their names on here. Not always do the people leave their names when they're posting their questions, but let's see if we can fish out a name. Can the headset, let's go here. Is this compatible for cordless phones? Great question. So the Voyager Focus UC, if you still are using a cordless phone, is not going to be the headset you want to use with cordless phones. The reason is that a lot of cordless phones do not have Bluetooth, and I don't believe you can connect it corded into a cordless phone. And you generally want to use this strictly with Bluetooth devices. So that rules out a lot of the cordless phones. So cordless phones and this are generally not going to work, because those cordless phones, those handsets, essentially the handset, which is what you're holding, those don't have built-in Bluetooth technology. Most of them don't. And so you're not going to be able to use it on that. So great question though. We've got a couple more here that we want to take a look at. Is the USB dongle included? Yep. With the Voyager Focus UC, you do get the dongle included. And as I've mentioned before, the dongle is essential. It is essential if you want optimal audio quality with your communications when using the Voyager Focus UC. The dongle, and let me explain why that is. Every manufacturer that makes a laptop, as well as a smartphone, although Bluetooth is a standard, they get to implement it the way they want. That means that the antenna location, which impacts the signal, the resources, if you're using a laptop, whether you're talking about Mac or you're talking about a Windows machine, the way they dedicate the resources for Bluetooth is different. The way the operating system interacts with the Bluetooth signal and tells it what to do, how to process things, how it goes through the actual chipset, that's also handled differently depending on if you're using a PC, you're using a Mac, a MacBook, or even a smartphone. And a Bluetooth dongle gets away from that whole process. The dongle kind of makes sure that it ensures that you have an audio path that's clean and direct to your headphones. And it does not rely on whatever implementation the manufacturer, whether it's Dell, whether it's Mac, whether it's PC, Bluetooth dongle will ensure that you get a clean connection every time between your headphones into your computer. So dongle is included. Great question. That one just says by Amazon customer. Okay, another one by just Amazon customer. Okay, let's look at this. Let's scroll down. Got some more questions here. Oh, can you use this with a POTS regular copper phone line jack? By IT Cook. Okay, IT Cook. No, you cannot. The answer is no. Let me explain what's going on. So the phone I have behind me, if you could see right here, right there, that one, it's not a regular, it's an IP phone, but a POTS phone or a regular phone at home, or in a restaurant that's using regular analog, many of those phones don't have a built-in Bluetooth. The phone that you see behind me, that has built-in Bluetooth. And I have yet to find a regular POTS phone. And the problem is not it's not so much, there are some adapters out there that can get your Bluetooth headset like the Voyager Focus, which we're talking about today, and get it to work on a POTS phone. And it essentially bridges the connection for that to happen. But not often can you use these adapters on those POTS phones. So if you have a POTS phone, my suggestion, and you really want to use a headset, there are other headsets. You could use another headset that is made for those phones. And if you have questions on POTS phones, please send us your questions on what POTS phones you have, and I'll be glad to answer it. Or somebody on my team will help you as well. Or B, it may be time for you to upgrade to an IP phone, especially with the way we're working today. And if that's something that you would like some help on, we'd love to help you there. We can give you some suggestions on that. And there are many more options now today on using the Voyager Focus on some of these newer IP phones that have built-in Bluetooth, that are designed with headphones in mind. A lot of POTS phones weren't designed with headset use as a purpose, and a lot of the newer IP phones do. So thanks for that question. Okay, another good question here is, what is the difference between the Voyager Legend CS and the Focus? Great question. So Plantronics makes a line of wireless headsets. In this particular case, the Voyager Legend CS, which is a cordless headset designed to be used with desk phones. The Voyager Focus UC is designed to be used with Bluetooth type of phones. So you can have, in the case of the phone that I have, it has a Bluetooth built in, so you can use it that way. You can use it with your smartphone, right? And you can use the Voyager Focus UC with your computer. Now, the CS is strictly a desk phone type of wireless headset. So Voyager Legend CS are wireless headsets designed they're designed for desk phones. Now there is another, and here's what's also confusing. Plantronics has another line called Voyager Legend 5200. Why they use Voyager Legend and then just added the number is beyond me. Guys, come on, help the people out here. Voyager Legend 5200 is a Bluetooth headset. It's a really small headset. I actually really love that headset. It's a small headset that's a Bluetooth that wraps around your ear, and it works great on both your Bluetooth phone and your computer. But that would be just giving you some more information. So thank you, Chad B. Thanks for asking that question. We've got a couple more questions here from the community. Another question, Timothy J. Can you use the headset and connect directly to a MacBook Pro via Bluetooth, or do you need the USB dongle? Timothy, let me help you on that one. The answer is yes. You can connect directly to your PC. The issue you're going to run into is, or MacBook, by the way, the issue you're going to run into is that quite often we get customers that call us back saying, hey, my headset's not working, my Voyager Focus may not working, or plug in a Bluetooth name, my Bose or my Jabra or my Sennheiser is not working, and they have the exact same question. And many times those folks are not yet using the dongle that comes with that particular headset. In the case of the Voyager Focus UC, the dongle is included. And you want to take advantage of that because you get much better audio when you're using the dongle. So do you need it? No, but you will find that your user experience is enriched when you use the dongle. That's my answer to you. Now, the dongle will not create a miracle for you, meaning that if, and we had another person ask a question about, can I go out to my porch? You still have basic physics at work. So if your headphones, and that just by a way of illustration, let's just say this is your headphones and this is the dongle, and then your dongle sitting in your laptop, and in between you have this microphone, metal, and or other objects, or computer monitors, your signal is going to drop. So you're going to get a much lower range And those kinds of things will degrade your signal as well. It's tricky, I got to tell you. Bluetooth can be tricky. It just is. But if you have other questions, feel free to send them to us, because I love answering your questions, and so the folks on my team. So great question. We've got another question here. Will this hook up? So the Voyager Focus, will this hook up via Bluetooth or two different computers, each with its own VoIP number? I have two businesses and switch between the two all day. The recommended way. Now, could you pull this off? The short answer is yes, but you're going to find some issues here, because the way the Voyager Focus UC is designed, it's really designed to connect on, you can connect it to multiple things. It's designed to connect to your cell phone on one end and your dongle if you're using the dongle with it. So it can switch back and forth between the dongle and the smartphone. Two computers, those are two, let's call them different profiles. You have a Bluetooth dongle profile and you have a smartphone profile. The profile on a computer looks different to a headphones, and it's going to confuse it and could create some issues. So it's not a recommended usage. You could try. You could certainly, it should work, but it's not going to function very well for you. So I would discourage it, because they're not really designed in that way. What you could do, let me give you this. If you're looking to do this, a corded headset would do the job, where you can connect the headset and use a splitter. That's one way you could do that. And that way you get away from that issue. Another way, let me think how else you could do this with two computers. Essentially have two USB. A splitter would be the way. Or if you have an app or apps that are on your computer and on your smartphone, put some of those apps on your cell phone. You will find that the Focus UC can do that. It can use your cell phone essentially as a computer, and now you have your computer for other things. If that's not possible, then I would go with using a corded headset with a splitter connected to both computers, and that should take care of that problem. All right. All right, another question here by Joe. Joe asks, can you adjust the volume on the headset? The answer is yes. It has volume settings that allow you to control it. And there is a Plantronics app, the Plantronics Hub app, that also allows you to do a number of things in customizing the usage of that headset. Okay, thanks for watching today. I'm Rolando, founder of Global Tech Worldwide. Send us your comments, your feedback, and suggestions, and we'll gladly answer them on future segments.